Hello, caller.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I would like to know how I can purchase the Black of the Berry book.
Okay. Well, the book is Light Skin, Dark Skin, or In Between, and you can purchase it on my website, which is theblackoftheberry.org. There's a link on the page that's called says My Book, and if you click the link, there's a PayPal link on the page as well, and you can buy the book from there. And it's also in the Black History Museum here in Richmond. About 2 weeks ago, I got the okay for them to shelf the book at the Black History Museum. So that was a great accomplishment for me, and I'm happy and excited to say that it's there, so you could buy it there as well.
And she's going to be putting it up on our website also. Go ahead.
I heard so much about the book. I heard it's wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
That's real nice. Thanks for calling. Call some other people. Tell them to tune in the show. This young lady has a lot to say. All right. Appreciate your call. Good. Okay. You're very well spoken to. Are you in school now?
Yes, I'm a junior at the University of Richmond.
There you go. That's what we're talking about. Okay. Well, what's your goal? What are you looking for when you come out of school?
Well, I want to go to law school eventually.
This is Tyrone Gibson. I have a question for Kiara.
Okay.
I just wanted to know how the book has influenced you, like from before you started all this till now. Like, how have you changed as a person? Have you learned like a lot?
That's a real good question. Good question.
I've learned a lot about...
I'm going to turn this off so that she can answer you. Okay, caller?
Okay, thank you.
Man. Go ahead.
I've learned a lot about colorism in particular. I really wasn't too familiar with it because I was fortunate enough to never have these issues within my family, at school, or anything. I never had these issues personally. But doing my research on the subject and, talking to different people, I made a documentary a couple months ago, also called Light Skin, Dark Skin, or In Between. And
where is that? Is that available to see also?
Currently, I've been showing it through my presentations and my seminars. So that's really where it's at right now.
When is your next seminar or presentation?
Actually, I'll be showing the documentary at the University of Richmond.
When?
Next Thursday, the 14th, April 14th. And I actually have a flyer with me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she came prepared, if you can see that. All right. Go ahead. Keep telling Tom.
It's
promote
Thursday
yourself,
the 14th, and it's in the Tyler Haynes Commons at the University of Richmond, my university. And I'll be showing the documentary, and there'll be a talk back after, and there'll be lunch provided. So that's my next.
This is really nice. Okay. Okay. Now, advice for young people like yourself who want to do some positive things, maybe not in writing, but just in general, because you seem to be well-grounded. I think your parents have a lot to do with that. Okay? But tell the young folks, say it's okay to listen to mom and dad sometime.
It's very important to listen to mom and dad. Not just mom and dad, but your whole family. For me, my whole family is really just my support. My family and friends are my support. But as far as advice, I would definitely just say follow your dreams. I know that sounds so cliche.
That sounds absolutely
it's
right.
It's so true. I had so many doors closed in my face. I've heard so many no's and, so much negativity. But I kind of, I don't know, I just had it in my head like, I want to write this book. I want to speak to people about this issue. And I kind of just kept pressing on. And I'm finding that that's the key. You've just got to be able to
stick to it,
push on and stick to it, and have motivation.
Well, I see a real positive future coming for you. Okay, and we'll support it. It's good stuff. Now, do you plan on writing another book?
That's the big question from a lot of people. I've been asked that question a lot lately. I would love to. We'll just have to see how it goes, how things go.
Do you have a thought in your mind about it?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes, definitely. It's just like, it goes back to following your dreams. Like, I never knew I would, write this book or make this documentary or be talking to people about this issue. And it's kind of like, if writing another book is in the path, then, hey, I'll do it if that's how it's going to go.
What struck me, as I was saying when we were outside, there's a lot of us that have gone through this. I went through it as a kid with the straight hair business, And it's nice to see a young person like yourself who has brought something like this to the forefront, because it happens every day, but nobody's ever sat down and written a book about it. And this is a real good presentation. And I would suggest that most of you families out there might want to get this and keep it in your house, because there are so many young ladies now who are going through this same type of thing, and they're probably not making their home aware of it. And you're probably helping a whole lot of kids here.
And the thing is with this, like, a lot of people talk about racism because that's something that a different race does to us. But here with colorism, this is something that we're doing to each other. This is something that's within our community, in our families. I've talked to people. I go around and do these seminars and these talks, and you know, I've talked to someone. I did a presentation with like a youth group here in Richmond, and they were telling me how their brother was the lightest out of all the siblings, and how the brother never felt black enough because he was the lightest person. And then I've talked to someone also, and I did a presentation in I guess Southern Virginia, you would call it, and she was telling us about how, you know, she wasn't considered to be black because of her complexion, because she was light, and she burst out into tears, and she was about, you know, she wasn't a child, she was an adult, and it just goes to show you that, you know, people carry this. People carry this stuff with them for life.
And we're mean. We are mean to each other with this thing, and I'm just thrilled to see this out, and I'm going to be talking it up too. Now you got to tell them where to get it one more time. Make sure whenever you're out, you promote yourself, because you got something good here. One more time, tell them again.
You can buy my book at my website, which is theblackertheberry.org, and you can also pick it up at the Black History Museum here in Richmond off of Clay Street in their gift shop. So,
dark skin, light skin, dark skin, or in between. That's the name of it. It's going to be a bestseller. And we'll probably have to get some more information out on this thing, because you're going to get out and really get this going. So remember, if you want to meet her and listen to her in person, Thursday, April the 14th at Tyler Hayes Commons, room 331 at Richmond University.
University of Richmond,
University of Richmond. We've been hearing a lot about them lately.
Yeah.
That's so nice. Well, you keep up this great work that you're doing, and be sure you stay in touch so we can keep on promoting you as you grow, because you're going to get bigger and bigger.
Definitely.
I think you might even have a question. Let's see. Hello, caller.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. I just want to encourage Ed Coleman and the young lady who's on TV.
Thank you.
Okay. Keep talking. We're loving it.
I'm sorry that I didn't realize I was on television.
Oh, yeah, you are. Absolutely. You're going good, and we appreciate the encouragement. Did you have a question for this young lady?
I don't have a question. I have something to say.
Okay.
We are the greatest people on the earth. God has given us a gift.
Turn your TV down a little bit, please.
Okay, turn your TV down.
Yeah, just a little bit, yeah.
I just want you to know that I encourage you. My name is Jacqueline Polk.
Hello, Jacqueline. Thank you for the encouragement.
Thank you.
And I just want to encourage you to continue to do the work that you do.
Okay.
You are the greatest.
Isn't that nice?
Thank you. That's great
people
to hear.
encouraging each other to be well and to do the work that has to be done.
Appreciate that very much.
Thank you.
And
I love Ed. I love Ed.
Oh, well, thank you again. Okay, please keep watching. I have another 4 weeks to go. We have some great guests getting ready to come on in the next few weeks. So I appreciate you calling in then, too, okay?
And God bless you.
Thank you so much.
God bless the work that you're doing.
Okay, bye now.
Pretty lady, continue to be beautiful.
Thank you. Okay. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Good deal. Appreciate it. All right, so, you good? You got anything else? You have a lot to say. You got to say something else. Now's your time. Something bubbling up there?
Well, just to let people know, because a lot of people aren't familiar with where colorism started and how it started.
Come on.
And I feel like if people are educated with how it started, maybe they won't be so quick to perpetuate it, to judge people based on their complexion. So Colorism started during slavery times, started with a man named Willie Lynch who wrote the Willie Lynch speech. And for those of you that aren't familiar with the Willie Lynch speech, it was a speech that a slave owner wrote in the 1700s, basically instructing other slave owners how to suppress their slaves. And I quote the speech verbatim. It says, "Keep the light-skinned slaves separate from the dark-skinned slaves, and the dark-skinned slaves separate from the light-skinned slaves. And I guarantee you that this method will work for at least 300 years.
Is that right?
Yes.
Now I just learned something. I had never heard that before, and I consider
lot of
myself
people
to be
don't.
pretty well versed.
A lot of people haven't heard of it.
So
and
what else you
that's-
got? Come on, you
Well,
teaching us. Let's
okay.
listen. That's why I wanted you on last. See?
Well, from slavery on, you got the house slave and the field slave,
Yeah.
and we're all familiar with that. You know, the house slave were the lighter complexion blacks that
And we
stayed
know
in the
why,
house.
too, right?
Yes, and the dark skinned slaves that worked outside in the field, and from there into the 1900s. You know, we have these different tests. We have, like you mentioned, the brown paper bag test, which was one of the main tests. And it was what it said, what it is.
Explain it. Some people don't know about it. That's right.
They would actually take a lunch bag, like a brown paper bag, put it up against your skin. If you were lighter than that bag, you had privileges. If you were darker than that bag now, you couldn't go to school, you couldn't go to church, you couldn't pledge fraternities and sororities, you couldn't participate in a lot. You were pretty much socially ousted because you were darker than this household bag. And that even went on to the doll test. And the doll test I touch on in my documentary. I actually replicate the doll test in the documentary. I ask children in Richmond.
Pick the doll, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's a real shocker.
And yes, it is, and it's sad. It's sad to see, but it really measures children's perception of beauty and how they identify themselves. And with the doll test in the 1950s, and really pretty much the same results now, unfortunately.
Yeah.
The black children are saying that the white dolls are pretty and that the black dolls are ugly. And when they're asked which doll looks most like them, they're picking the black doll. So when you connect A to B to C, they're saying that they're ugly, that they don't think they're beautiful.
Yeah, well, you're about to change that.
So I would love to change that.
That's good stuff.
If I could.
Well, listen, I'm glad that you did get a chance to come on and talk about it, and I'm sure the viewing audience is very pleased about it. And I'm going to ask you to please stay in touch with us and continue your good work. Your enthusiasm is outstanding.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks for having me on the show.